Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Luron Morrison here. Guys, in today's video, I'll be providing you guys with another three stocks that I'm looking to trade in the next 1 to 2 weeks. And also in this video, I'll be providing you guys with an overview of the three stocks that I called last Friday. And those three stocks were able to make 400 to 500% gains in just 2 to 3 days after making that call. So if you're someone that took action on those trades and you made some nice returns, congratulations guys, because in this video I'll go over the next three stocks that I'm looking to trade. And if you too are looking to trade options and looking to become very successful and make that 3, 4, 500% return on your investment, you certainly don't want to miss this video. Now in my YouTube videos, I don't ask for your credit card information. I don't ask for your email addresses because I'm not selling you guys anything. I'm just looking to make you guys better traders, better option traders. So all I ask in return is you guys smash that like button, leave me a comment below if you have any questions, and remember to subscribe guys, because that's the only way we can grow the channel and I could continue to provide you guys with very high quality content like these. So in this video, what I'll do, I'll spend a quick couple of minutes to do a quick overview of the three stocks that I called last week and show you guys where the call was made, where these stocks are currently. Also, I'll dive into the three stocks that I'm looking to pick for the upcoming week, and you too can make some informed decision as to whether you want to play along with these picks. So stick around guys and we'll jump right into it. And remember to smash that like button guys. It helps with the algorithm. It helps the channel to grow. So stick around guys and we'll jump right into the charts. Hey guys, welcome back. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, guys, I mentioned that I'll be going over the three stock picks that I made last Friday, which is for TMO, BDX, and CRM. So for the first one there, let's go over TMO. So last Friday, that was the 27th, I believe. Let's check here to verify. Yeah, that was the 27th of November. As you can see here, TMO, the play on this one was a bullish engulfing. So the stock declined sharply. We had a bullish engulfing pattern. And the next day, you see we had a doji here. I entered right on the doji, and that's where I made the call. I told you guys once a day, sometime during this day, Friday, you want to make sure you get in. Or you can get in on Monday, which is this candle. But I got in on this candle, guys, on the 27th. And I got in just as the stock started to pull back in the morning. I got in around 443. Now I held that stock for 2 days. So Monday, Tuesday I got out. I told you guys my target was 470. And I also told you guys in 1 week, the stock will be at 480. Now, my option that I bought for that one was December 18th, expiry contract. And like I said, my strike was 470. So just imagine this thing expires in 3 weeks from when I called it, and in 3 days, oh actually yeah, 3 days, the stock was already at its target. I bought it for 375, that was my contract price, and I sold it back for I think 13 or somewhere around there. So it was easily a 4x on your money. And then the next day, the very next day, it got up to 481. I was out on this candle. So if you guys bought this and you guys followed the call that I made, easily you would have made 400 or 500% return on your money. So that's it for TMO. The next one I called was BDX, guys. The BDX play, as you can see here, I called it right here on the 27th, was right here at the support level. 2-3 days after, you see what happens there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. My call was, I think was 238 is what I called. It got there in 3 days. Now the stock is breaking out of the wedge formation again. So that was an easy pick. And then I called also CRM. CRM, the call was made when CRM was right here. I told you guys wait until earnings. The earnings was this day. You see it broke down from the channel and it sold off in earnings. So obviously we got to wait until a new pattern is developed. But I didn't tell you guys trade this when I said wait. If it stayed in the candle, in the wedge during the earnings, that I told you after earnings, then we'll make a trade for the upside. But I said if it broke down, then obviously you walk away. So that was the play, the three plays that we had last week. The next play I'm looking to for this coming week and next week, the first one is Baba. Now 2 weeks ago I made a play on Baba on November 19th. You see we had a bullish engulfing here, guys. Look what happened 3 days after. My target was at 280. and I was able to get it in 3 days. So that's kind of off topic, but I just wanted to show you guys there bullish engulfing and what happened after. Now we have a wedge going here for BABA. So 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points already. What we're waiting for is the last touch points to conclude this wedge formation. We already have the support structure. Now we're looking for the resistance structure to complete. Right now, it opened here this morning, 271. Now it's at 266. I think in another couple of days, either Monday or Tuesday, we can see this stock touch this resistant line, pull back, and that's where I'm looking to enter. My first target is right here at the gap, the start of this gap. See here, guys, we got a gap. Usually stocks will fill these gaps, and these are very bullish stock. BABA is one of my top 5 stocks of all time right now, based on their EPS, based on their sales. It's a massive growth stock. So what will happen here once the stock breaks out of the wedge? I don't think it's breaking down. I have high certainty that this stock is not breaking down from the wedge. So once you have high confidence, usually you can get in early before it breaks out. So that way you can maximize your gain. It's a bigger gain if you get it in here versus out here. But for those of you who are skeptical, you want to be safe and you want to be on the certain side, or you're waiting for confirmation, wait for a breakout. Meaning it has to open outside of this line. Once it opens outside of this line, as close as possible to this line, you want to buy. The first target is 280. Usually like the 1 to 2 weeks contracts. If you want to play it safe, you buy a couple of weeks contract, but you buy it out of the money, 280, just as it breaks out somewhere outside here. For me, I'll do a starter position either Monday or Tuesday. If the stock comes down a little lower here, I'll do a starter position. And then my target obviously will be 280. I'll do a 2 weeks contract. So most likely, if this is next week where it moves lower or breaks out, my contract will be December 18th, looking for it to get to 280. And if it comes Monday or Tuesday, I'll probably have another position where I target 290 because I believe it'll go and fill the gap within 2 weeks as well. So 2 positions I'm looking to get. I'm splitting my my strikes. One at 280, the next one at 290 in 2 weeks, December 18th. So that's my plan on this one. I was hoping that it'll probably touch there today, but it didn't do that. So if it had done that today, I would have looked for a contract for December 11th, but I'm not doing December 11th. I'm doing December 18th. I want 280 and also 290. That's my plan for BABA. I wouldn't get into the fundamentals too much. Let's look at the fundamental here quickly. But this is, like I said, it's a massive growth stock. Look at the fundamental for this thing, guys. EPS, the sales. As I mentioned, look at the analyst upgrades. Everything is just 300 plus, high 270s. So this stock is way below its intrinsic value right now. Look at Finviz is, calling 337 on this stock. Look at this, guys. Ridiculous growth in terms of sales. When you see the stair stepping like this, guys, with the sales and the EPS, like I said, this is one of my top 5 stocks of all time right now. So I don't have to go too much into the financials right now because I know this stock. I know it well. So that's what I'm looking at here. Let me give you guys some historical perspective on this one, because when you're dealing with the stock market, guys, history tends to repeat itself. Look what happened back in 2017 and 2018. Similar price action. Down, small wedge, break out a wedge, move higher in 3-4 days. Down, small wedge, breaks out, move higher. Look here again, guys. Nice small wedge, similar to what we're dealing with right now in 2018. Down, small wedge, breaks out, move higher. 2, 4, 6 days. So it doesn't take long for the stock to really push higher once it breaks out of the wedge formation. So that's what I'm looking to trade here. Look, we have one just back in September of this year. Stock wedged, jump out the wedge, break out, move higher. And we're talking $20 move, 275 all the way up to 90, 94. That's a nice $20 move. In the option world, guys, if you got a 1 to 2 weeks option on something like this, you're looking at 400% or 500% easily on your money. And once it breaks to the upside, it's going higher. It's not failing. Unless the overall stock market is crashing, which I don't see happening anytime soon. I mean, we're at all-time highs right now, and we can see a pullback if the market doesn't continue to go high, which I'll show you guys something on the SPY just now, which will help you make a more informed decision. So that's my play on BABA. Wait for the breakout, target 280, 290, 2 weeks contracts. The next stock I'm looking at is Zoom. Zoom is in a nice wedge formation, guys. It just had earnings a couple of days ago. Sold off on the earnings. Overall, the earnings was pretty good, but investors are looking at this stock. This is one of the stay-at-home stock, right? And if we get the vaccine and all that type of stuff, obviously we won't need all these video, working via Zoom and all that anymore. It will probably reduce. So that's what's affecting the Zoom stock. That's where we got a big sell-off here in the first place. But I trade the technicals. The fundamental drives the technicals. So the fundamental is still driving this stock as bullish right now. This is a bullish wedge right now we have here. So like I said, it held here within the wedge formation after earnings, and it's pushing. So the play on Zoom is for 1 to 2 weeks. You can enter a position today, and you want to target 440, because the next move on Zoom is to push and hit this resistant line. It might pull back a little and break out. Obviously it can come down as well, but my forecast on Zoom is easily a push to 440, 450 in the next 1 to 2 weeks, easily. That's a very easy play. Any move lower, open or close outside of these support lines that I have here, you want to exit your position. That's your risk, and it's close to the support line, so that's a good risk reward. We have a low risk, high reward to the top side. So Zoom is looking like a pretty decent play as well. I will take a position on Zoom once it closes the day and it holds on this support line. I'll take a position at 440 for next week, and I'll probably take a position for 450 for 2 weeks out. That's my plan with Zoom. And once Zoom breaks out to the top side, opens or closes outside of this wedge, come on guys, look out. Zoom is moving to 500 again easily. And if it breaks 500, it's going back to all-time highs by the end of the year. Look at the end of this wedge. Yes, we'll be back there by the end of the year if it decides to move higher and break this 500 mark. So that's the play on Zoom. I'll give you guys a quick overview of the fundamentals of Zoom. It's another killer growth stock as well. Look at the sales on this thing, guys. The EPS, it's a new stock, so the EPS will take time to get better, to improve. But the growth in sales, insane. Look at that. The forward 12 month is 1.35 billion. So it's like doubling what it has right now for 2020. So this is a growth machine. The analysts are upgrading this thing to 450 to 600 as of October. So I won't get into more details there on the fundamentals, but this is a beast for a stock, a growth stock. If you bought Zoom for the start of the year, Zoom was at 65. Zoom went all the way to 600. We're talking about 800% return on your money. Let's say you bought stocks from January and you just held. Yeah, you had 800% return on your money. When you see stocks wedging like this, you see the wedges that I have drawn here. I traded this stock all the way. Every time it breaks out of a wedge, I traded the stock. All the way here in January. Look, broke out, I traded there. Wedge again, broke out, I traded there. Wedge, broke out, I traded again. Pushes here, hammer, traded. Breakout in the wedge, I traded it up. Broke out, traded. Broke out, traded. Broke out, traded. Broke down, buy puts. I write it down. So this is another wedge developing here, a nice massive wedge. If it breaks out, you want to trade it higher. It's at the bottom at support level, it will move higher. So you trade it up. If it breaks down on you, you get out. But these are all option contracts I'm talking about here, guys. Nothing to do with stocks. The next play we have is Netflix. With the Netflix play, we have a simple wedge formation going on here too, guys. And you can see Netflix already broke out of the wedge formation. I traded Netflix earlier in the week. As it broke out here, right, I got in a position right here, and then 2 days later, as it pushes up to 410, I think somewhere around there, peaking, I got out. Now it's consolidating here a little bit, and if the overall market breaks or hold the all-time highs as of today, we can see Zoom pushing to 520 all the way to this sloping line that I have there. Look, you can see here, guys, we had a similar wedge, broke out here. I traded this one. This was a 26x return on your money. I traded right here, and the next day we had all of this. I didn't get all of it. I think I got out somewhere around here, but look, sloping target, it usually hits those sloping targets. Same thing, another wedge formation here, broke out a wedge. I played this one here, it's consolidating here. I think in the next week to two. Next week, I got 520 for next week contracts, and I got 535 for the following week, December 18th. We have a slope in target. Netflix will go and hit this target if the overall market can close at all-time highs right now. So that's what we're looking at for the 3 plays, guys. So this is Fastly. So I made a play on Fastly yesterday. So we had another nice wedge. I didn't get to call this one for you guys, but here we have a wedge. Yesterday it closes right here. I took a position late yesterday before the market closed, and my target was 490. This morning it went all the way up to 96. I think I got out somewhere at 94 as it pushes up because I saw resistance right there. And as you can see, it's pulling back down. If it closes outside here and it holds here, guys, watch out for this stock to start pushing, to start filling this gap. It's a tall order for it to get all the way up there to fill that gap. So for me, if it pulls back here again, I'll probably attack it here again for 90, for 95, for it to go back up here and test this level again. I mean, it could go test this level and fail, or it could test this level and break out and try to fill the entire gap. So again, I took a trade on this one, but I'm out of the trade today, as of today. The trade was taken yesterday, and it was for next week's expiry, and it hit my target and more, and I got out of that one. I think I made 2.5x, so not 2.5, 250 percent, or 2.5x, that's correct, on my money here. So if this comes down nicely here, lower, and closes outside of this resistance line, it's a pretty good target, guys. That's a bonus track I'm giving you guys right now. You'll be able to go in again and you go after it to test these highs, the same level that it tested today. You'll go after it for it to test that level again because it's outside of the wedge. It's bullish right now. So yeah, it might do some consolidation and then it might move higher. Yes, so that's what we're looking at right now with the zoom. Let's look at the SPY here to wrap this video up right now, guys. So this is the overall SPY, which tracks the S&P 500. As you can see, we're in this sloping triangle we have with the SPY. We're breaking out the all-time highs. This is the resistance line right there. I can see we're breaking out the all-time highs right now. If this stock can close the day today, December 4th, above this resistance line, now we're officially into all-time high territories and a breakout of this big wedge that I'm showing you guys right now. If that happens, watch out, guys. All those plays that I called there will be moving higher, like with a higher degree of certainty. They'll be moving higher. So keep an eye on where the SPY is closing, and if it does close there, you certainly want to attack those positions today. You want to tag them with size if possible, because the market will move higher. I mean, it can move higher, pull back, test the support and then move higher. But you can see some action, upward action for next week and the following week. So that's my analysis for today, guys. These are the 3 stock picks that I have for you, and hopefully you guys could make some good money and trade smartly. And yeah, again, if you're new to the channel, guys, subscribe. If you're in order for us to help the channel to grow, remember to smash that like button, leave me a comment below, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when these videos are released right away. So until next time, guys, peace out.